It's almost as if they're watching you. Debt collectors seem to appear out of nowhere anytime something positive happens. And while you may believe that you're just unlucky and that you can't seem to shake that gray cloud hanging over your head, the truth of the matter is, it's not a coincidence that an old creditor is now hounding you ever since you took that new job. In a sense, your creditors are watching you. They're monitoring you. And while they may not be standing outside your house, they're likely monitoring you, albeit electronically. In this video, I want to go over a couple of ways in which debt collectors monitor consumers and make the decision whether or not to pounce. The first is in trigger reports. The three big credit bureaus, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, all offer information to debt collectors in the form of a trigger report. Trigger reports notify a debt collector when certain information changes on your credit report. For instance, a debt collector that has purchased a trigger report can be notified when any of the following happen. When your employment changes, when you pay off a car loan, when your total credit balance changes, if you change your address or your phone number, whether your credit score has changed, whether you've opened a new credit card, or whether an account has been charged off, or if somebody else has gotten a judgment against you. So let's say that you've been unemployed for a while and then you get a job. Many times your employment information appears on your credit report. If a creditor was to see this change in job, they may assume you're in a better position to pay the debt. Or if they already have a judgment against you, now they have wages to garnish. In fact, you may be unwittingly be helping out the debt collectors by updating your personal information on your credit report. Many people regularly update their credit report with information like their address and their employer and telephone number. And if you think about it, who's likely to use that information? Advertisers and debt collectors. People you probably don't need in your life. The second is social media. So much of our lives are on display when it comes to social media. What may seem like a personal post to a family member is often on the web for everyone to see, including debt collectors. Many debt collectors will use social media pages like Facebook to help locate a consumer or determine if there are assets to be had. If your Facebook page is one picture after another of your sweet new boat, the debt collector may come to the conclusion that you're worth the time and effort to try and collect from. I have seen debt collectors pose as fake friends or share information about a debt publicly. Note, if this has happened to you, it's against the law. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or the FDCPA, prohibits debt collectors from sharing your personal information with third parties or misrepresenting who they are in trying to collect on a debt. In today's world, it's almost impossible to remain anonymous online. But it is helpful to know that if you are dealing with serious debt problems, there are debt collectors out there mining that information that you have about yourself on the internet. And further, this video should reinforce the idea that the credit bureaus are not your friends. They are companies trying to make a buck off of your personal information. If you want more information on the debt collection process and ways that you can get yourself out of debt, head on over to consumerwarrior.com, where I have hundreds of articles that I've personally written, as well as other videos that can help you with your debt problem. Thanks for watching.